Hey guys, what's up? It's Ashlyn here. So I got home and this was in my mailbox. I had to sneak a peek inside what it was because I did not remember. This has been on back order for a while, but it says return warehouse in Jamaica, New York. So I was like, what the heck did I order and when and what is it? Now I know what it is. In here, we've got three or four different tapestries. So the first one, I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it yet, but it looks like this. The second one is this really cool moon. It actually goes this way, one of these directions. And then this one is for my living room. I know this for a fact because it's going to go really good with my black and white canvas with pictures that I have framed. I'm going to put this right above where my television is. I thought it was really cute, so. The only thing that sucks is it's white, so I have to take it down quite a bit just to sit there and keep it clean. I think I was going to give this one to a friend of mine for her, or for a birthday present. I'm not sure, though. It's actually really cute. But yeah, these were, pretty affordable. This one is going in my bedroom. I have a blank space on my wall where there isn't a tapestry, and there needs to be a tapestry because I don't like the color of my walls. So I'm doing everything in my power to get rid of that color on my walls. And here, you can't really see it, but it's like this grayish color going on right here. It's not terrible, but it's not great. And you know, you can always hang tapestries and things like that. So that is one thing that I ordered that I didn't know about. But I'm going to go ahead and pause this video because I did order me some Applebee's, some Irresistible, and the sampler tray thing with the wings, the quesadilla, the spinach artichoke dip, fried green beans, all of that. So, and mozzarella sticks. So I will be back after I eat to go through our ginormous library haul for the first 2 weeks of May. Oh, and by the way, come here. It's her birthday today. She is 2 years old today. I'm so excited to be able to celebrate this with her. She's so happy. You don't look happy. She's like, I'm out. She's like, bye, Mom. Oh, are you going to say hi to everybody? Hey, say hi. Or not. I'll see you guys shortly. Alright, just like that, promise, I am back, so let's get the haul going. Sorry. Okay, so, like, honestly, I, like, a third of my food, and I'm like, oh, I want to throw up. Not that it was bad. It wasn't bad. It was really good, but, like, it was a lot, and I'm surprised that that was a lot to me because I've eaten so much more before in the past. But I have been losing some weight, so alright. Let's see what we got here. Oof. You can play the bag. I think I'm gonna pause this again really quick and get all these, like, figured out. Magazines, books, poetry, DVDs, CDs, books on CD. Be right back. Oh my Lanta, what did I do? Did I really get this many things? Is that everything? Oh, I have to go out. Unless it's this one. I don't know where the other one went. Oh boy. Here it is. $25 items. Oops. Oh, hey, sorry. I didn't realize that I turned the damn thing back on. Ugh. Thought I paused it. Okay. Anyway, so here is from 5/9. So this was on the 9th of this month. And here's from today. Yeah. And on top of that, I have like a whole bunch of Kindle book reads to get through also. That's the fun part. Does this tell you, like... No, it does not. Oh my gosh, excuse. So if you could see the disaster, not really a disaster. Well, it is a disaster, but it isn't a disaster. Okay, so we're just gonna start. Alright, so I got Cosmopolitan, March 2021 Cosmo, and then I got April's Cosmo, because I got all these, like, books on CD and stuff, and music to listen to, and things like that, and I want to try and, like, do more. Like, I figure if I'm flipping through a magazine and listening to an audiobook, like a book on CD, then I would have a better chance of paying more attention and not falling asleep. Oh, next we'll do the DVDs. So I got Friendsgiving with Malin Ackerman, Dean Cole, Kat Dennings, Wanda Sykes, Margaret Chow, Aisha Tyler, Chelsea Peretti, Fortune Femster, Jack Donnelly, Kristen Taylor, Jane Seymour, Ryan Hansen. It's from the producer of Zoolander and Tropic Thunder, and it says, "And you thought family was complicated." So here's Friendsgiving. I know it's not November or anything, but I haven't seen this. And I'm pretty sure that's also Kat Dennings. I don't know. All I know is it looked really good. It had like a lot of views. This one I always get around this time, I think. I don't know. I love this one with Miley Cyrus and Demi Moore. This is one of my favorite movies that Miley Cyrus has ever been in. Just gonna say it now. Love LOL so much. I got Love, Simon because honestly I haven't seen it. I read Simon versus the Homo sapiens agenda, I think, or something like that. So I figured I should just watch the movie. This one was on display. It is something, and Jack O'Connell. It's called Jungleland. Real, raw, and exciting. I don't know. It looks like a fighting movie, and I'm all about, like, the action-packedness it looks to be. And then I got Quiz. Are you ready to play? The true story of an unbelievable scandal. I have no idea what this is about. Something to do with a quiz show, though, so... An incredible true story of the biggest game show scandal in UK history, when a simplistic question and answer quiz show, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, goes on the air in the UK, the nation is gripped. As the show's ratings grow, so does Diana Ingram's desire to be in the hot seat with the chance of winning the biggest cash prize in history. When her husband Charles, an eccentric army man, makes it onto the show, he causes a major scandal after being accused of cheating his way to winning $1 million or pounds or whatever the UK is. Sorry. No offense. I just don't know. Alright. Next, we'll go with the giant stack of books. So the first one, okay. So what I'm going to tell you about most of these books is they are large print, so they look ginormously huge, but they're really not. They're just really large print. Like this one is only, this one happens to only be like not nearly as many chapters as it looks like, for being honest. This one's only 19 or 20 chapters, but it looks ginormous. It's really not. It's by Iris Johnson. It's called Eve, and I don't know if this is based on Killing Eve or not on Netflix, Hulu, both. I don't know. But it says, Eve Duncan's mission in life is to bring closure to the families who have experienced the agony of a missing child. As a forensic sculptor, she is able to piece together bones, create a face, and match a name to a child who would have otherwise gone unidentified. Eve is brilliant, driven, and tormented because her own daughter, Bonnie, was taken from her years ago. Now, with the help of CIA agent Catherine Lean, a startling piece of evidence is uncovered in the quest to find Bonnie, leading to a connection that has been all but buried. So, basically, it deals with a CIA, is it a CIA agent? Yeah, a CIA agent helping her to discover what happened to help Eve discover what happened to Bonnie, which was her daughter. And Eve is working with the police force. She is a forensic of sorts, and she is really good at her job. So the CIA jumps in to try and help Eve figure out what happened to Bonnie. Because it's a mystery on its own. So, I don't know. Sounds interesting. Sounds great. Sounds like a mystery thriller, and it's right up my alley. Next we have, okay, this surprised the heck out of me. I found this and I was like, what? So it's Just After Sunset by Stephen King. It's a bunch of stories by Stephen King. And it says, following Drew McKee and Lizzie's story, Stephen King delivers a stunning collection of short stories. In many of the stories, the line between the living and the dead is blurred. A husband calls his widowed wife. A couple at a roadside tavern can get together nowhere else. The kiss of a young blind girl brings the dying back to life. And in N, never before published, there is a circle of stone in a field up a road. The no trespassing sign should be obeyed, especially just after sunset. Subtle, haunting, sometimes outright terrifying, an astonishing collection from a master storyteller. And it looks really good. It looks really great. It looks interesting. It's got a lot of pages. I'm surprised that they actually were able to, like, you know, narrow it down this small of a book in a large print of all things. Because you guys know Stephen King's books are not anywhere near quick. There's one that he did that was pretty quick, and that was Elevation by Stephen King. It just came out a couple years ago. As soon as I seen it on the shelf, I read it instantly, and I was very surprised to see how small of a book it was for a Stephen King. I'm not really sure. Ow. Gosh, sorry. My eye is like bothering me. I think I got cat hair in it or something, and it doesn't feel very good right now. Okay, so I don't think these go based off of chapters. I think these go based off of sections, maybe? Oh, what is this? This says the New York Times at special bargain rates. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. This one looks interesting too. It's Stephen King. You know, everybody loves a Stephen King book. Next, I got The Perfect Girl by Gilly McMillan, New York Times best-selling author of What She Knew. It says P.S., insights, interviews, and more. Zoe Macy is a 17-year-old musical prodigy with a genius IQ. 3 years ago, she was involved in a tragic incident that left 3 classmates dead. She served her time, and now her mother, Maria, has resolved to keep that devastating fact tucked far away from their new beginning, hiding the past even from her new husband and demanding that Zoe do the same. Tonight, Zoe is giving a recital that Maria has been planning for months. It needs to be the performance of Zoe's life, but instead, by the end of the evening, Maria is dead. In the aftermath, everyone, the police, family, Zoe's former solicitor, and Zoe herself tries to piece together what happened. I mean, can we just, this sounds so great, doesn't it? So there's that one. Okay, and then I found this one, and I thought this one was, like, really cool looking. So it looks like this. It's Good Girls Do by Kathy Lins, and it's a really attractive female on a motorcycle. Great, right? It says, Julia Wright couldn't be more content with her job at the local library in placid picturesque Serenity Falls, until her wacky mother, petty thief sister, and little niece, Tony the Biter, crash her quiet party of one, and a new guy roars into town on his Harley, shaking it more than just the books on her shelves. Luke McGuire never thought he'd set foot back in this dull town, but when his abusive father dies, he's forced to return and take care of the family bar. While trying to get the people of Serenity Falls to lighten up a little, he makes an unlikely alliance with a feisty librarian whose pages he'd really like to turn. So it is a opposites attract. So like a bad guy and a good girl, you know, library girl, nerdy female character, and the bad boy type that takes care of a bar, rides a Harley, you know, that kind of thing. That things that shouldn't connect, as people would say, but always connect in a book. 90% of the time, though, do not connect outside of the real world, like outside of the book world. They only connect in books. Doesn't make sense to me. So I thought that was really cool too. Next I got rules for being a girl. She'll make her own. It is bestselling author of Sex in the City. It looks like this. Looks really interesting. I picked it up because I saw the color, so I was like, oh, okay, that's fire. I like the, you know, the lettering on it and everything, and the color really grabbed me because it's like a pinkish, reddish color. And it just was like, boom, in your face. Like, you turn the corner and it's like, bam, right there, you know? Okay, so this one says, remember, girls, put a little color on your face, shave your legs. Don't wear too much makeup. Don't wear short skirts. Don't distract the boys by having a body. Don't be one of those girls who can't eat pizza. You're getting the milkshake too? Whoa. Have you gained weight? Don't get so skinny your curves disappear. Don't get so curvy you aren't skinny. Don't take up too much space. Be funny, but don't hog the spotlight. Be smart, but you have a lot to learn. Don't be a doormat, but God, don't be bossy. Be chill. Be easygoing. Act like one of the guys. Don't actually act like one of the guys. Be a feminist. Support the sisterhood. Don't be easy. Don't give it up. Don't be a prude. Don't be cold. Don't put him in the friend zone. Don't act desperate. Don't let things go too far. Don't give him the wrong idea. Don't blame him for trying. Don't walk alone at night, but calm down. Don't worry so much. You can do anything. You can be whatever you want to be. Just don't forget to smile. So basically, this is like a very contradictory synopsis on the back here. Like, it's don't do this, but do this, but don't do this. You know, so like, don't be nice, but don't be a bitch. But don't come off too strong. Don't come off emotional at all. Like, what the hell are we supposed to do as females? And that's one of the things I liked about this so much, was the fact that, like, it's like, they tell us not to do these things, and then we do the opposite, or we do what they tell us not to do. Or we follow the rules of what we're not supposed to do. Like, we don't do it out of, you know, respect for males, basically. And then all of a sudden, we're too nice, or we're too much of a bitch. But, you know, don't let people take you for granted. Okay. Next, I stopped this one. I actually DNF'd this, and I want to pick it back up. I stopped it at chapter 13. And this is The Haunting of Brynn Wilder by Wendy Webb. It's the #1 bestselling author of Daughters of the Lake. Between this world and the next, love and mystery lies shrouded. A devastating loss, Brynn Wilder escapes to Wharton, a tourist town on Lake Superior, to reset. Checking into a quaint boarding house for the summer, she hopes to put her life into perspective. In her fellow lodgers, she finds a friendly company of strangers, the frail Alice, cared for by a married couple with a heartbreaking story of their own, Lillian, the eccentric and lovable owner of the inn, and Dominic, an unsettling handsome man inked from head to toe in mesmerizing tattoos. I'm not going to read that part. Oh, well, yeah, I am. But in this inviting refuge where a century of souls has passed, a mystery begins to swirl. Alice knows things about Brynn, about all of them, that she shouldn't. Bad dreams and night whispers lure Brynn to a shuttered room at the end of the hall, a room still heavy with a recent death, and now she's become irresistibly drawn to Dominic, even in the shadow of rumors that wherever he goes, suspicious death follows. In this chilling season of love, transformation, and fear, something is calling for Brynn. To settle her past, she may have no choice but to answer. You know, that kind of thing. Like I said, I DNF'd it because I was running out of time on it and somebody else had already requested it. So I'm glad that I saw it on the shelf again. So I grabbed it back and we're going to start. I think we're going to go back like to chapter 10 just to like really re-inform ourselves of what's going on instead of just jumping to chapter 13 where I left off. Sounds like a good idea to me. Next, I have What to Do When I'm Gone, A Mother's Wisdom to Her Daughter. There was no reason that I got this, except for it was, like, on the shelf, and it looks as this, like, graphic novel-esque look to it, so I figured it'd be, like, a really quick read and fun things like that. It's by Susie Hopkins and Hallie Bateman. A mother's advice to her daughter, a guide to daily living, both practical and sublime, with full color illustrations throughout. I mean, illustrations are easy reads. That's the only reason I grabbed it, guys. Next, I got Cardiff by the Sea, 4 novellas of suspense by Joyce Carol Oates. Looks like this. This is from one of the most important contemporary American writers. Cardiff by the Sea is a bold, haunting collection of 4 previously unpublished novellas. In the title novella, a romantic-minded young art historian is led to rediscover a terrifying trauma after inheriting property in faraway Cardiff, Maine, from relatives of whom she is sure she has never heard. Mia, the protagonist of Mio Deo, is a lonely pubescent girl who befriends a most unusual feral cat that becomes her protector against the increasingly aggressive boys and men in her life. Interesting. Brilliant but shy college sophomore realizes that she is pregnant in Phantomwise, 1972. Distraught, she allows a distinguished visiting professor to take her under his wing, though it quickly becomes evident that he is interested in more than an academic mentorship. Lastly, the surviving child is Stefan, who was spared when his mother, a famous poet, killed his sister and herself. Stefan's father remarries, but his young wife is haunted by the dead poet's voice dancing in the wind, inexplicably befouled well, and a compulsive draw to the same garage that took 2 lives. In these psychologically daring, chillingly suspenseful pieces, Joyce Carol Oates writes about women facing threats past and present. I'm here for it. It sounds really good. I mean, it's going to be super long, I'm not going to lie, but I've never heard of this author before, but I saw that it was 4 novellas of suspense. All I saw was this part right here. 4 novellas of suspense, and I picked it up. I was like, yep, I want it. I love suspense. I really do. I love suspense. I don't know what it is about it, but I love it. Alright, next, The Lost Apothecary by Sarah Penner. This one is like all the rage right now, so I'm glad my library got it. They got it on book on CD, so, you know. It's a forgotten history, a secret network of women, a legacy of poison and revenge. Welcome to the Lost Apothecary. Hidden in the depths of 18th century London, a secret apothecary shop caters to an unusual kind of clientele. Women across the city whisper of a mysterious figure named Nella who sells well-disguised poisons to use against the oppressive men in their lives. But the apothecary's fate is jeopardized when her newest patron, a precious 12-year-old, makes a fatal mistake, sparking a string of consequences that echo through the centuries. Meanwhile, in present-day London, aspiring historian Caroline Purswell spends her 10th wedding anniversary alone, running from her own demons. When she stumbles upon a clue to the unsolved apothecary murders that haunted London 200 years ago, her life collides with the apothecary's in a stunning twist of fate, and not everyone will survive. With crackling suspense, unforgettable characters, and searing insight, The Lost Apothecary is a subversive and intoxicating debut novel of secrets, vengeance, and the remarkable ways women can save each other despite the barrier of time. I mean, it's older, it's 18th century London, but let's give it a shot, right? Next, I picked this one up. This is 7 discs. It's The Great Classics Mysteries. It's by various authors. It includes legendary authors including Edgar Allan Poe, Charles Dickens, Sir Arthur Conan Doyle, O. Henry, G.K. Chesterton, Aldous Huxley, and many more. It's 8 hours, 11 minutes, and it's on 7 discs. The Lost Apothecary has a runtime of 9 discs at 10 and a quarter hours. That sounds like forever, but that's okay. Alright, next we'll go ahead and do these. I got Lily Reinhardt and Swimming Lessons, and these are poems. I seem to be your new favorite novel, one that keeps you up at night, turning my pages, fingers lingering on me so you don't lose your place. Very sexual, very cute. But just a bunch of different poems, and there are some illustrations inside of it. Like, yep. You know, I figured some quick reads would be nice. And then I picked this one up today. This is Eat, Drink, and Be Merry, poems about food and drink. Because who doesn't love food and drink? I mean, some of these are long, some of these are short, some of these are ridiculous. There's even an index in the back. Yeah. It's a doozy. Eating and drinking and the rituals that go with them are at least as important as loving in most people's lives, yet for every 100 anthologies of poems about love, hardly one is devoted to the pleasures of the table. Eat, drink, and be merry abundantly fills the gaps. Which they're not lying. Like, you always see love poems, you always see grief poems, you see poems like that, but you never see poems about food or drink. So I got this, and I can't wait to read it. And it comes with these really cool little ribbons for, like, holding your place. Awesome. And last but not least, I picked up some music. Because I really want to try and unwind and get off of the internet and electronics in a way. I mean, I'm still going to be using a DVD player and a television to listen to these, but I won't be on the internet listening, if that makes sense. Because when I don't know about you guys, but when I tend to go onto YouTube to listen to music, I end up adding so many things to my watch later list that my watch later list goes from like 100 videos on it to like 500 videos. Just like that. Like, I'll just go through looking for music and then I'll find this and 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 this. You know what I mean? So anyway, I got Shania Now. I have no idea if this is Shania Twain or not. It's got a song called Swing with My Eyes Closed, Light of My Life, For Me, Who's Gonna Be Your Girl. I don't know. Looks like that though. Looked interesting. It was on display. I got Avicii, and this is the album True. Talks about Wake Me Up, You Make Me, Hey Brother, Addicted to You, Dear Boy, Liar, Liar, Shame on Me, Lay Me Down, Hope There's Someone, Heart Upon My Sleeve. Again, don't know. It was on display. This one is Miss... Oh my gosh, I can't see. This one is Miss Miley Cyrus. This is her newer one. I can't recall. Plastic Hearts. This is WTF Do I Know, Plastic Hearts, Angels Like You, Prisoner, featuring Dua Lipa, Give Me What I Want, Night Crawling, featuring Billy Idol, Midnight Sky, Hi, Hate Me, Bad Karma, featuring Joan Jett, Never Be Me, and Golden G-String. She has her rock album out now, I guess, so see how that is. Then I got Pink, The Truth About Love, Are We All We Are, Blow Me, One Last Kiss, Try, Just Give Me a Reason, True Love, How Come You're Not Here, Slut Like You, The Truth About Love, Beat Me Up, Walk of Shame, Here Comes the Weekend, featuring Eminem, Where Did the Beat Go, and The Great Escape. I mean, it's an older one, obviously. Like, this one is... You know what's funny? It doesn't give you the freaking year. 2012. There it is. And this one is... Probably not going to be able to see it. 2020. Avicii's is 2013. Shania Now is 2017. And then I got Wish Me Well. Yen Lushi, Think It's a Game. I don't know. It looked interesting. It's got a tragedy, hates Real Man Down, Wish Me Well, 3 Coming. I can't even read what year that is. Yeah, I don't know. It looks like this, though. And then last but not least, I got Taylor Swift's Evermore. And this was just released not that long ago. This is a 2020 release. This is Evermore. It's got Willow, Champagne Problems, Gold Rush, 'Tis the Damn Season, Tolerate It, No Body, No Crime, Happiness, Dorothea, Coney Island featuring The National, Ivy, Cowboy Like Me, Long Story Short, Marjorie, Closure, Evermore featuring Bon Iver. And it's got bonus tracks, Right Where You Left Me, and It's Time to Go. So yeah, that is everything I got from the library. I mean, if you guys can see the stack, I clearly have an issue, right? Wrong. I do not have an issue. I have an obsession, and it's a different story because it's not an issue. It's not costing me money. It's not costing me anything when it comes from the library, so I don't see a problem with it. But anyways, that's all I got for you guys today, and I hope that you enjoy this. And if you did, give it a like down in the bottom. Let me know what your favorite pick I have is, and I will see you guys in the next one.